prioritize teachers. And he wants the states,
Here's the next
the
piece.
local governments directed by the states to prioritize teachers. I believe President Biden is right.
You do.
We need children back in classrooms.
So then why shut the schools down? This is the piece you keep hearing me say. I've been saying stop shutting the schools down for months. 4 months. They are not super spreaders. We all know this. The odds are the children relatively don't get this disease. And if you have a child who has a pre-existing condition, please let people know and don't put your kid in school. Please don't do that. But I see what's happening. What's happening is now he's like, oh, we screwed up. Yeah, let's let the kids in school. Who stopped that? Let me see. Who was the governor last? Oh, it was you. It was you who stopped this in the first place. You didn't have to shut down schools. You could have just opened them up, but you didn't. You didn't. Now Biden's
not
going to do
in
it.
classrooms hurts the child. It hurts their socialization.
It does.
It puts additional stress on the family.
You just figured that out now. It's been a year. You figured that out today. You're like, oh, look at today. If we don't have kids in school, it's going to hurt the family. Yeah, where you been, man?
Every expert will say it. As soon as you can get children back in the classroom, get them back in the classroom.
I thought it was about science and experts. They didn't just say that now. They actually said that last summer. Last summer, CDC said it. WHO said it. Every expert said it. So it took you to 9 months to go, these experts.
We have classrooms where the infection rate is much lower than the surrounding community.
Why do you speak like nobody knows this? Did you not know this? And you just, I learned something new. I've got to tell everybody now.
The teachers need and deserve a right to feel safe.
Now they need and deserve a right to feel safe. I want you to get that sentence. They need, deserve a right to feel safe. Those are 3 very different concepts. Needing something, deserving something, and something being a right. 3 totally different things. And somehow he just went, you know what? That's it. They're all, I have a right. Everyone's got a right to feel safe. Do you have a right to feel safe in school? You should feel safe in school. I think you should. I agree. You do. What about when you go off to fight a war?
They do.
They get that right.
And even before President Biden said this, I said last week, local governments must report on how many teachers are vaccinated.
Okay.
And coordinate with the school districts to report how many teachers are in the classrooms.
So how does reporting and more administration speed up teachers getting vaccinated if they want vaccinated? How does that make it any better? It doesn't. It just means you control it so you can begin punishing people. In fact, I bet that more of them would get vaccinated if they didn't have to do all of the paperwork you want them to do every day.
In other words, I believe a teacher could say, I want a vaccine before I go into the classroom. Okay. How many teachers have we vaccinated and how many are in classrooms?
So how does that get that teacher the vaccination? This is my point. You're telling me that they have a right to it or a need or a desire, whatever it is. They've got something to it that you've just made up. Whatever that thing is you made up. How does creating more bureaucracy get them that? I have an idea. Instead, don't prioritize teachers. Yes, I said it. Am I anti-teacher? No, because schools are not, he just said it 30 seconds ago. They're not super spreaders. They're not. So why would you prioritize teachers? They're not super spreaders. You should instead prioritize age, because if you are older, statistically, COVID is going to tear you to pieces. That's the data. That's the science. So I don't care if you're a teacher or a bus driver or whatever you are. I don't care if you're a sales rep or a doctor. Age is the critical piece. That is the piece that matters for everyone. No one is more essential than anybody else, but everyone who is elderly, and the older you are, is more apt to being killed or seriously harmed by COVID. So if you're a 25-year-old teacher, go to school, go to work, unless you have a pre-existing condition. Clearly, unless you have a pre-existing condition, go to school. Teach. You're 25, you're 30, go. The odds of you getting it are slim to none because the kids don't get it. They're not super spreaders. And if you have the odds, you'll be sick for a week and you'll get over it. You have a better chance of getting hit by a car. Stop. This is silly. This is pandering to teachers. Age is what matters.